Tell me if this is what they've said to you. We believe in one God. Islam is so simple. It's so easy to understand. The concept of Allah, he's just one, the one and only. He's not like his creation. He's not born. He doesn't beget, right? He has no children, no none of that, no trinity, no three in one, yada, yada, yada. He's only one simple, one unique God by himself. And the Quran is his word through the Prophet Muhammad. It's been perfectly preserved, word for word, letter for letter. There's never been a change, but there's been changes in the Bible. There's been changes in other books, and the Quran is perfect, no contradictions. Is that something of what they said?
Almost exactly.
I'm telling you, bro. That's a sales pitch. They're like car salesmen. They tell you this fluff about Islam when nothing of what they're saying is true. When you actually deal with Islam, you actually get into it, you see stuff like this. When you actually read what the Quran says, you get stuff like this. Get Islam truth up here. Yeah, angels are rejoicing indeed.
Hi.
Hello, Islam truth. How are you?
Good.
Good. I believe Islam is false. Can you change my mind?
No.
You okay?
Yes.
You sound like something's up with you.
No, Islam is false. That's the truth about Islam.
All right, thanks. Come on, guys. Let's get some serious guests, man. Or else I'm just gonna leave TikTok altogether and just open it up to the YouTube. Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
hello?
How you doing?
Yeah, what's good?
What's up? What's up? You Muslim?
Yeah. Well, kind of. Long story, but yeah.
Explain yourself.
Basically, I haven't taken Shahada yet, but I'm in the process.
What's making you think about taking your Shahada?
Well, I'm from the Caribbean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, like Trinidad, and we have a really multicultural society,
Okay.
and like I grew up around Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, and well, I like all three, but the only reason why I kind of agree with Islam is that, well, the reason I like Islam more than the others is simply because not specifically the belief, but just what it represents, and not. I'm not talking about like the extremist perspective of it, like the uh, I want to explain it to you, like the morals of it, because I mean there is faults in it, there is some faults, but I mean everything has its faults, and
So wait,
I
so
do
you're saying that there are some falsehoods in Islam, but overall it's good?
when I say faults, I mean things that I don't completely agree with. That's what I mean faults.
Like what?
Things that
What's something that you don't agree with in Islam?
well, in there's the surah where they're talking about like in that surah they speak about the man being head of the household. They speak about not worshiping another god. They speak about
No. I mean, I'm asking what's one of those things that you
that I don't.
disagree with? Yeah, that you don't like in
Oh, okay.
Islam.
I don't like the fact that the level of power male has over female. Now,
Uh-huh.
when you go to the hadiths now, you do see that like Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he would have treated his first wife really well. But I mean, there's parts of it that I personally think it's simply because it was a religion that was formed around 12 close to 2,000 years ago. Well, a little bit less, but you know what I mean.
What do you think about his marriage with Aisha?
Pardon?
What do you think about his marriage with Aisha?
I well, when I read about it, it wasn't a marriage. It was really a marriage. It was to take care of her, to make sure that she wasn't
That's not true.
attacked. I'm not completely sure because I didn't look too deep into it yet. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah. So her father was Muhammad's best friend, Abu Bakr. She was in a perfect home where husband and wife are there, and she had shelter. She didn't need Muhammad to take care of her. She had her father already taking care of her. So
Oh,
yeah, but
uh,
what do you think about the age difference between
nah, yeah,
Aisha?
that doesn't sit well with me. If I'm being really
I
honest.
am so happy to hear that, bro. I am so happy to hear that because like it's only been in this religion, in my experience, that I have found people defending PDF philia. This is the only religion that does it. They'll openly try to make excuses for it. But I'm glad that you can be honest and say, yeah, that I can't get with. I appreciate that. That's good. That's a good sign. So
Yeah.
so I guess my question would be, how then could you consider Muhammad a good man or even having morals or a good prophet of God if he got with a little girl?
My okay, so I'll tell you. Okay, so my entire problem with religion as a whole,
Hmm.
before I get to Islam, has been like it specifically is the what a man should be. I've always struggled with that answer, especially like okay in the Caribbean. I mean, like there's a definitive answer, I guess, but because we live in a society where like the mothers of the house run everything, right? And
Hmm.
it's usually it's a good way, but like when you look outside of the Caribbean now, I see like the men they still they aren't in charge, and they like they don't stand for anything. They don't have like a moral drive, if that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
When I looked at the different religions, okay, I I really like specifically Seventh Day Adventist Christians. That was the other thing I wanted to go into, but honestly, I I don't really approve of the idea that only 1,000 people can get into heaven. That's my main disagreement with it.
Yeah, that's silly. But specifically because you're in the midst of taking your shahada, so that's what I want to focus on. How can you take your shahada and follow a man who claims to be a prophet and used God as an excuse to um sleep with a little girl and marry a little girl?
Well, okay, I again I don't agree with that and what he did. I haven't even really looked deep into it. I've heard people mention it, but I don't know like the full story of it.
Would
Um,
would you like to see it? It's really short and easy.
well, yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. I'll turn my screen on so that you can see all the sources that talk about this. All right, so let me flip my screen over so that you can see for yourself. Yeah, we like to be transparent here.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna have it on the screen right here. So let me switch over to Hadith. I'm gonna just put in 9 years old search. All right, so let's go ahead and okay, here we go. We can fix this up like this. Let's hmm, try to extend it a bit. All right, there we go. All right. So this is Sahih Bukhari, 5133.
Okay. Wait. Can you give me a second? Cause I wanna write it down for when
Yeah,
I
sure.
go over.
I'm gonna give you a
Yeah.
few of these.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I took a screenshot.
All right, good. So it says narrated Aisha. So this is Aisha saying it herself, that the Prophet married her when she was 6 years old. She was 6 years old when he married her. And he consummated his marriage when she was 9 years old.
What does consummated mean?
It means to have sex.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, having consummation of marriage is when you finalize the marriage by having sexual intercourse. So, yep, she was 9 years old when Muhammad, you know, uh, uh, did his thing, did dingy dingy with her. So that's Sahih Bukhari. Now you're new to this, so let me just let you know what this is. Sahih Bukhari is their most authentic book of hadith, and it's the most authentic book next to the Quran. So obviously you have the Quran number one. Sahih Bukhari would be number two. Okay.
Wait, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I see there's a guy in chat. He says that he wanted to discuss with you, and well, as I said, I just joined because I wanted to see your perspective. I think I'll be watching this, so whatever you say,
Wait,
I'll take it
you
into
want
serious consideration.
you want to drop?
Yeah, I see that another guy says because he seems like he's Muslim and he's able to debate you.
Oh, you can stay too. You don't have to drop.
All right, yeah, cool. Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah. So this isn't about. Well, actually, yeah. Let's Who is he? What's his name?
He has a black flag and then it's Arabic.
All right, dude with the black flag who has an Arabic name, come on up. Send a request if you believe that you can defend this. I would love to see you watch a Muslim fail to defend this. I would love that. So yeah, don't go anywhere. If Muslims, if you guys think, because it'll actually do me a favor in showing you that they try to defend this stuff. They try to defend PDF-philia and the excuses that they come up with. And I want you to hear their best reasoning for this so that you can see how false and crazy this is. So
yeah.
But until then, so I don't see his request. But moderators, if you guys see that guy try to request up, go ahead.
Yeah, everyone's talking to him in chat right now. I see like a few people talking to him.
For sure. All right. Oh, guys, there's 25. Man, there's 2,500 people watching on YouTube. Everybody hit that like button. We should have 2,000 likes at least on this live viewership right now. So make sure you guys hit the like button on YouTube. Okay, look. So now obviously we know that this is disgusting, right, Adrian?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Now let's keep going with it because there's more. Like this is just one of them. I'm gonna let you know right now. All of them say the same thing. Now, what one difference that you might see is the age she was when she married him. Like so, this one says 6. There may be in like 1 or 2 others that say she was 7 when they got married. But all of them say the same thing about when the marriage was consummated. When he had sex with her was when she was 9. They all say the same thing on that. There's no difference there. All right, so let's just scroll down and see. All right, so here's another one. Say Bukhari. This one is 5158. Same thing. Narrated. This time it's Ora. The Prophet wrote the marriage contract with Aisha while she was 6 years old, and consummated his marriage with her while she was 9 years old.
Yeah.
And she remained with him for 9 years, i.e. till his death. So he died when she was 18. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we got. All right, same old. 6 years old marriage, 9 years old consummation. All right. All right. So let's see here. Let's see if we could get a little bit of a different one here. All right, here it is. Here's a nice, clear one. So narrated Aisha. She's going to be speaking in the first person. The messenger of Allah married me when I was 7 years old. The narrator Suleiman said, or 6 years old. All right. Now here it is. He had intercourse with me when I was 9 years old. He had intercourse with her.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now, this is the people that people say that is a prophet. That is a prophet of God who is the best example for all mankind. Somebody we should all follow and listen to. This dude right here is doing this, which causes in a lot of Muslim countries and civilizations for men to seek out young girls when they marry. This happens to this day because of Muhammad.
Yeah, that's mad, Wade.
Yeah. Now let me show you one that actually says that she was playing with her dolls when he married her. She still had her dolls with her, bro. Just in case someone says, "Oh well, Aisha was mature when she was 6, and she was mature when she was 9. When she was 9, she was a woman."
That's crazy.
That's crazy. But that's what they say, bro. That's what they say. They say Aisha was a special case. She was mature when she was 9 years old. She was a woman then, right? She wasn't a child at 9. I'm gonna show you. She was playing with dolls, bro. Let me see. And because I made her 9 years old. Let's see. Let me show you the one where she was playing with, where she still had her dolls with her. That's the one I want to find. Just scroll a little bit. Ah, here it is. So this is Sahih Muslim 1422. You want to screenshot this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I did.
All right. So this is the one, Sahih Muslim 1422C, for guys on YouTube who can't see this. All right. Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, reported that Allah's apostle married her when she was 7 years old and was taken to his house as a bride when she was 9 years old, and her dolls were with her. And when he died, she was 18 years old. So when Muhammad slept with Aisha, she still was playing with dolls.
Yeah, that's some I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
I feel kind of weird now. I don't know.
This is the religion, bro, that they were trying to bring you in, but they didn't tell you this, did they? They didn't show you this.
Nah, I never knew about this.
Of course not. Because they know that if you knew about this, this would drive you away from Islam, drive you away from Muhammad, and all that kind of stuff. Now, but it gets worse, because this isn't just, it's worse than this. Want to know why? Because this isn't just Muhammad doing this. This is actually
There's other people.
Of course there's other people, but there's a reason why there's other people. It's because it's taught in the Quran. The Quran says that this is okay. Let me show you. The Quran says this is okay. So this is supposed to be the word of God verbatim, right? It's God's word verbatim. Never been changed. It's not the words of Muhammad, peace be upon him. It's the words of Allah, subhanallah. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. Look. 65:4. That's what it says here. Hold on, let me This is the chapter of divorce, okay? That's the name of the chapter. 65 verse 4. So it's telling you how to divorce, like what to do when you divorce your females, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so it says, and those of your women who have passed the age of monthly courses, for them, the iddah, the prescribed period, if you have doubts, is 3 months. Now, let me tell you what the iddah is. The iddah is the waiting period when a man divorces his wife. It's her waiting period to make sure that she's not pregnant so that she can go in and move on to the next man. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's to make sure that she's not pregnant. So she has to wait 3 months. So this is for ones who are too old to menstruate, right? They've passed the age of monthly courses. So for them, their waiting period, if you have doubts, is 3 months. So if you doubt that she might be pregnant or not, you doubt about her period, just wait 3 months. If she's not pregnant, she's good to go. Right? Then it says, and for those who have no courses. Now the commentator, the scholar puts in, i.e., they are still immature. So these are, these are girls who have not menstruated yet. So these are, the first category are women who have passed the age of menstruation, right? That's menopause. Then the second category, those who have no courses, those are girls who haven't menstruated at all. They haven't menstruated yet. They're still immature. Okay. It says their iddah is 3 months likewise. So they also have to wait 3 months. Now remember, the iddah is to see if the girl is pregnant or not. So the only way to get pregnant, Adrian, in a marriage is what? What happens? You know what happens, right?
Yeah, I'm seeing it now.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only way to get pregnant is if y'all sleep together.
Yeah.
Right? So that's who has an iddah. So there's no point of an iddah if you haven't slept with the girl, because you got nothing to worry about. No doubts to have. So the fact that these girls who haven't even menstruated yet, they're still immature. The fact that they have a waiting period means that their husbands slept with them because they need to make sure they're not pregnant. This is in the Quran.
That is what the fuck?
Careful, man. I know, but careful.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But that reaction is appropriate. Honestly, it's appropriate. But it is what it is. Now, let me just show you another layer to this, because you'll have a lot of people saying, "Oh, he's lying. He's lying. He's making this up."
Wait, hold on. Can I ask a question? And
Yeah.
people like defend it. Like people defend this all the time.
Yes. All the time, bro. I have discussions with people, with Muslims, and you have people that literally make every excuse in the world. They'll try to say, for example, if God said it, then it's okay. They'll say, if God said it, then Subhanallah, Allahu Akbar. He said it, it's okay.
Really?
That's one excuse.
Is there anybody else? I want to see that happen. Like, I actually want to see that happen.
Yeah, let's see a Muslim come up and defend this. All right, Muslims, come on up. He wants to see what you guys would have to say about this. Now, remember, this is a person who's in the process of taking his shahada. So make sure you guys give good, accurate, sensible answers to keep him, or else you have just lost him forever. All right, let's see.
Honestly, I don't know. At this point, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I would say that there's no way you could say your shahada to this, man. But Fidi, are you a Muslim?
Sorry, I want to say something to the hadith before, but I'm Christian, but I want to help with the hadith.
I don't need any help right now, brother. I appreciate you though, but this is only for the Muslims.
It's just you said about the Muslims that say that that she was mature and all that, but it has a hadith that says that that Aisha was only playing with dolls because she was
she was immature. Yeah, she hasn't reached puberty yet. That's right.
So you know about that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay,
For the sake of
then it's good.
Yeah, for sure.
I just want to say that.
All right, thanks, brother.
All right, bro.
Muslims only.
God, man.
Thank you. Take care, brother. If you're a Muslim and you believe that you can, all right, take care. All right, now let's see here. All right, so he doesn't want to come. He always does that. Let's see, SF. All right, SF doesn't want to join. Let's see if someone else. Zane.
What's going on? Peace and blessings, brother. Good to be back.
Peace and blessings. So we're talking about how the Quran is permitting the marriage and divorce and sexual relations of little girls. Are you familiar with this?
Yes, I'm familiar with his wife Aisha. Peace and blessings be upon her.
Hey, yeah. So what are your thoughts on him with his marriage with Aisha when he's 6 years old and then consummating at 9?
With the marriage, right? I think we really got to look at the society and the times this happened.
The society and times.
Right now,
This
is true.
That's not normal at all.
Okay, but it was a time where that was accepted, and that was okay.
There was a time where slavery was accepted too.
Okay.
Did that make it okay just because it was accepted?
In that time, it was the norm. It was the social norm.
Yeah,
Even black people had.
Does that make it okay?
But Zane, are you hearing
it was a social.
You just said that
norm.
slavery was normal.
Okay, so I said slavery. At the time of slavery, it was a social norm. Even black wealthy people had slaves. If we want to talk about the transatlantic slave trade, I'm not saying it is okay, but at that time it was acceptable. So his best friend Abu Bakr, peace be upon him, gave his daughter to him, which at that time that was something honorable. Just like if you have,
he's the prophet. Is he going to say no to the prophet?
Say that again.
Is he going to say no to the prophet? That's the prophet. Is he going to say no to Muhammad?
No, he offered. The prophet
No,
didn't ask
no,
him
he
for his
no, he
daughter.
did not. No, he did
Okay,
ask him.
show me where.
What are you
Okay, show
talking
me.
about?
Show me.
Okay, yeah, I'll show you that in a second. But
Yeah,
going back.
show me the
So
prophet. Where the prophet
with
says,
just 1 second, Zane. Zane, 1 second.
Okay.
So slavery being accepted, because we're gonna go one step at a time. Slavery being
Okay.
accepted, an acceptable practice back then. Does that make it okay?
Right. Today, no.
No, I'm not asking today. I'm asking period. Does it make it okay?
Okay, so you gotta understand, like we have social norms. Some things, like for instance, homosexuality is
No,
acceptable today.
don't bring that up. It'll get us kicked.
What you mean? You did the same thing?
No,
do
don't bring that
You
up
did the
because
same
it'll
thing.
dude, listen, don't bring that up
Okay.
because it'll get us banned on TikTok. That's what I'm saying. So gotta use a different example. So Adrian, you see though? I told you.
Yeah, and I know, no, that was even worse because he said slavery was all right.
Yeah.
And then he brought up slavery. I'm not completely like informed with because I'm still like there's so many things in religion and like I don't know everything, but I'm also a history student, so like I know the history really well. I know what he was talking about when he said slavery and black people owning black people. It was nowhere as bad as what happened in the Caribbean, what happened in the Americas. I don't know how someone I don't know, man. To use that as a justification makes it 10 times worse.
Yeah.
What is what?
And by the way, I did not drop him, guys. I'm literally holding the camera to the computer. My hands are on the mouse and holding the phone. I did not drop him. He left for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe he disconnected. I don't see him back here. Maybe we can try another one. Only Muslims. We need Muslims to explain this.
Hello,
How you doing?
you hear me?
Yeah.
You speak English?
Yes.
Yeah.
عليك أمك يا ابن القحبة فو عليك.
Oh, you see how it is? That's a Muslim who just cursed us out. Cussed us smooth out, boy. And it's all because, Adrian, we're just reading their sources. This is what happens. I kid you not. I'm not exaggerating. If you watch my stuff, this happens all the time. Notice, did I say anything disrespectful or am I mocking in any way? Or are we just reading what their text says, Adrian?
You're just reading.
We just reading over here, man. We literally have a saying. We're going to put on a t-shirt. We say, we just read, man. We just read here. We just going to read. And they get so upset when we just read. They manifest because they know that this is wrong. They know that they can't defend it. And they know when normal people hear this stuff, they cringe. It turns them away from Islam. And they don't want us talking about this.
Someone said in the chat that he also took his stepson's wife. Is that true?
Yes, that is true.
Can I see that?
Yeah. Let me see here. Let's go to, I think it's chapter. What chapter is that, guys? It's chapter 33? Yeah.
Wait, it's in the Quran, not Hadith.
Yeah, it's in the Quran, and the Hadith and the Tafsir, they expound on it, right? They give like more background information. So let's see here. So over here, chapter 33, verse 37. All right, so it says, and remember when you said to him, to who? To Zayd. Zayd is his adopted son, Zayd. All right.
Yeah.
On whom Allah has bestowed grace, and you have done favor. So Muhammad saying, keep your wife to yourself and fear Allah. All right. But then this is Allah talking to Muhammad. Says, but you did hide in yourself You did hide in yourself. Man, there's so many parentheses. I want to just skip. Okay, but you did hide in yourself, i.e., what Allah has already made known to you, that He will give her to you in marriage. He's already notice. Muhammad says, "Keep your wife to yourself," to his adopted son. Keep your wife to yourself, right? And fear Allah. Allah responds and says, "But you hide in yourself what you really felt. You really wanted her." And He says, "But Allah made it known that He will give her to you." So He's saying that God is going to give him.
That doesn't sound like something God would say.
No, it doesn't. Now, watch this. So you hide in yourself that which Allah will make manifest. You did fear the people, right? So he was afraid of what the people might say if he got with his son's wife, his adopted son's wife. He was afraid of what the people would be saying. He didn't want to be clowned by them. Whereas Allah had a better right that you should fear Him. So don't fear the people, fear Allah. So when Zayd had accomplished his desire from her, i.e., he divorced her, we gave her to you in marriage so that there may be no difficulty to the believers in respect of the marriage of the wives of their adopted sons, when the latter have no desire to keep them. You see this? So Muhammad was the first example that it is okay to get with your adopted sons' wives after they divorce them. And Allah's command must be fulfilled.
What?
Now, as a result of this, because it actually leads to something else. This actually leads to Muhammad.
Wait, hold on. That's like actually in the hadith.
This is the Quran, bro. This is the Quran.
That's
verse.
insane.
This is the Quran verse. Surah Al-Ahzab, the Allies. This is the chapter 33, verse 37, bro.
I'm so happy I came up, man. Like I'm so happy that I joined.
I am too, man. I'm happy too. Because a lot of times people, they can get fooled by this stuff, man. They're told Islam is beautiful. It makes sense.
Yeah, I never. Okay, so I've been going to mosque, and this was my first year like fasting and stuff, and like I was reading the Quran, but like I was trying to learn Arabic in the process to like actually like understand, and I didn't get this far yet.
Yeah.
And bro, I no one ever mentioned any of these things.
Yeah, of course not. They're only going to tell you the things that tend to favor Islam. They're going to tell you things that sound good. Like, tell me if this is what they've said to you. We believe in one God. Islam is so simple. It's so easy to understand the concept of Allah. He's just one, the one and only. He's not like his creation. He's not born. He doesn't beget, right? He has no children. No, none of that. No Trinity, no 3 in 1, yada, yada, yada. He's only one simple, one unique God by himself. And the Quran is his word through the Prophet Muhammad. It's been perfectly preserved, word for word, letter for letter. There's never been a change, but there's been changes in the Bible. There's been changes in other books. And the Quran is perfect, no contradictions. Is that something of what they said?
Almost exactly.
I'm telling you, bro. That's a sales pitch. They're like car salesmen. They tell you this fluff about Islam when nothing of what they're saying is true. When you actually deal with Islam, you actually get into it, you see stuff like this. When you actually read what the Quran says, you get stuff like this and 65-4 child marriage. Huh?
People read this and they're normal with it.
I think this is what I think, bro. Because honestly, a lot of the Muslims that I talk to are ignorant about what the Quran says. So a lot of them, they grow up in it, and they don't know that this stuff is in here. And then they're so ingratiated into the religion already that they'll make excuses. They'll say,
their mind's unopened.
Yeah, So it's already like it's a wrap. Like it's tough breaking through. They'll say, oh well, the Prophet he's obeying Allah, and Zayd divorced her, so this is okay, and they'll make excuses. So it's tough. Or even with converts, like you was about to be a Muslim convert, so Like if you got into it enough, you would have already been emotionally invested in it. And so even showing you this stuff would not have phased you. You would have been like, you know, probably would have just like them.
Nah, I can't. Nah, I'm being honest. It doesn't matter how long I do something. If I if I see that, that's sick. I'm not. I can never support that.
Yeah, that's good to hear, brother.
That's,
So this is only a few things though, bro. Like if you watch, like I'm not the only one, but if you follow me, bro, you watch my stuff, watch my YouTube. There's a bunch of this type of stuff. We go through the Quran. We go through the Hadith. We show it on the screen. We give the links so that you guys can have it yourselves. We literally show you what Islam really is. You
bro.
know?
I know. You know what I like about how you're doing it. Okay, so I joined a few lives before.
Mhm.
I like, but all the other ones are like lives similar to yours, like with like the same like photo you have or something similar.
Yeah.
And they're always like hostile. I always try to like, 'cause my main thing is I want to learn. I like learning things. I like to be educated.
Yeah.
That's my main thing in life. I just want to know it. I want to know as much as I can.
Right.
But like no one's ever like sat down with me and like told me this. I've heard like the name Aisha before, but no one's ever told me what it meant.
Yeah.
They just say like I used to follow, and I didn't know what it meant. Like,
Yeah, that's what we do, man. That's, and like I said, I'm not the only one, but there's a few of us where we do these lives not to just for debate purposes, right? My purpose is to bring understanding and knowledge. So when I'm talking to a knucklehead, the people who are listening are learning. Even when I'm talking to someone who's hard-hearted and hard-headed, they're still learning. Like, wow, I didn't know that it said that, or wow, I didn't know that that you know was a thing. You know, they still learn. And with somebody like you, I would drop everyone to talk to somebody like you, someone who's open, someone who's listening, and someone who's willing to go through the sources and be honest about it. I don't care about the debates. I care about people who are seeking truth. You know?
Someone said to us why something about God gave rules to slavery. Is that something? Is that the Quran says?
Yeah. The Quran gives rules on slavery.
That's crazy.
I mean, so it's like that. You know, the Quran gives rules on slavery. Even the Bible gives rules on slavery, but it's a different type of slavery in the Bible. Like, for example, in the Bible, let me show you. In the Bible, you'll have the slavery where it's called indentured servitude. No, obviously back then it's just called slavery, but the type of slavery it is different from like the transatlantic slave trade where people are getting kidnapped from their homes and and stuff like that. So let me just show you this really quick. So in the Bible, let me just show you.
Wait, can I ask a question? Are you talking about no, it wasn't really slavery, but the servitude that you have to go to Egypt and stuff, like back in like 0 AD and stuff.
No, not this one. This one is talking about slavery within the Israelite nation.
Okay.
Yeah, so not when they were in bondage to the Egyptians. They obviously that type of slavery is like the slavery we see in Islam or the transatlantic slave trade, how the Israelites were forced into labor and held against their will in Egypt, not allowed to leave and stuff like that. But so this is what the Bible says about that type of stuff. Hold on, let me pull this up. So this is Exodus. This is the Torah. This is the Torah here. Hold on, let me do this.
And the Torah is the Old Testament, right?
That's right. Yep, that's right. Yep. So this is the book of Exodus, chapter 21. Laws about slaves, right? Now, let me show you first, before we read the first part, what it says overall. Verse 16. Whoever steals a man and sells him, and anyone found in possession of him shall be put to death. That's how serious God took that type of slavery. Whoever kidnaps a man from his land, sells him into slavery, and anyone who bought him and is found in possession of him, those people will be put to death. Bob was pretty clear on that. Now, this is the type of slavery. Now, so what type of slavery is going on in the Bible then? So it says this. Now, these are the rules that you shall set before them, right? About slaves. When you buy a Hebrew slave, he shall serve 6 years. And in the seventh he shall go out free for nothing. If he comes in single, he shall go out single. If he comes in married, then his wife shall go out with him. If his master gives him a wife, and she bears him sons and daughters, and the wife and her children shall be her master's, and he shall go out alone. But if the slave plainly says, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out, then his master shall bring him to God, and he shall bring him to the doorpost, and shall bore his ear through with an awl, so you get an earring, and he shall be his slave forever. But this type is indentured servitude. You see how there's a limit. It's 6 years, and the 7th year he leaves if he wants to. Because these are people that are giving their services. So they're offering them, right? So they may need shelter, they might owe somebody some money. It's employment. All right.
So basically, it's like they're gonna come. They're gonna they're gonna work for you, and you're gonna feed them, clothe them, and
exactly.
Teach them about God. Is that like
exactly?
Okay, I get it. Okay.
But yeah, so the Quran has rules on. The Quran has rules on slaves too, but it's not indentured servitude. It's not indentured servitude. But yeah.
I was happy I joined this live, man. Thanks for showing me this.
Of course, man. This is what we do, man. It's funny too, because this is actually one of my off days. I usually don't do a stream on a Tuesday, but I missed yesterday, so here I am. So I think that it was definitely meant to be. Like it was.
Yeah, I was just gonna say because it has meant to be. I literally just I wouldn't have joined Monday because I had an exam yesterday and today was the day I didn't have exams.
Yeah, see, that makes sense then. That makes perfect sense, bro. So so this is Islam. This is a piece of it. This is just when I tell you that we're just scratching the surface, there's so much more, bro. And so much more stuff that people need to know.
Do you have
about
like
this
YouTube
religion.
videos?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep. It's my if you go to my TikTok page, my YouTube is linked to my TikTok page. Okay. So yeah. So you can go there and you can watch all this type of stuff. But yeah,
I definitely will.
Of course. So I also, man, because I that job, the job is only half done when I show you the truth about Islam. But also
I was just gonna ask, so like, what do you believe in?
I'm a Christian.
What sect of Christianity?
So I'm a Trinitarian. It's just that's what it is with me. I'm not really in the denominational type of battles type of thing.
So like you just read the Bible.
I read the Bible. I read the Bible. I go into church history, and I'm learning a lot myself. About certain denominations like Orthodoxy, Catholicism, and stuff like that. I'm learning a lot myself.
I kind of like Orthodoxy. I've been kind of like looking more and more into it because
it's beautiful.
Yeah, I like the originality of it, and there's not really because my only thing is that, well, I feel like the thing that threw me off from Christianity isn't the religion itself, is the people that used it to that weaponized it. So with the Anglican Church, right? Do you know the origin of the Anglican Church, right? In 1508, when the king wanted to divorce, he would have made his own sect, and he would have changed his own Bible, and I know it's not Christianity's fault, and that's the thing that because I went to a Roman Catholic school, by the way.
Okay.
I know that it's not the religion's fault, but it's just people have weaponized it and weaponize it against others. That's not my main anyway. But I like Orthodoxy because there's more originality, and I've never seen people use it as a weapon.
Well, that's actually good. You have a good mindset because you already know that there's a difference between the people of a religion and then the actual core of what the religion teaches itself.
Yeah.
So you're at a good place, and I'm glad that you can recognize that. So then I would ask you then about what you think about Jesus himself in Christianity and what the Bible teaches itself, apart from some of the hypocrites and people who do things in the name of God as hypocrites who God will even spit out on the day of resurrection, if the Bible says. But on the true core of Christianity, of Jesus being the Son of God who comes to die for our sins, gave his life for us because we, would face God's punishment without him. What do you think about Jesus?
Okay, so as I said, I went to a Roman Catholic school. So the things that I've learned about Jesus, I've always found some peace. I found peace with his story and like everything that my religion teacher would have taught me. I've always found he was like a very peaceful person. The only thing was that I don't know about the image that people portray of him. Like
Wait, say that again. You don't know about the what?
So okay, one of the things that I liked about Islam was that they never put a picture to like Muhammad.
What?
I don't even know if it makes sense.
Yes, they do.
No, anyways.
Yeah, you don't gotta say that anymore. But yes, they do.
No, well,
they got ancient pictures of Muhammad, bro. Don't let them
pictures.
Don't let them lie to you. They got if you go on Google, put in ancient images of Prophet Muhammad, a bunch of these ancient images will come up on mosques, on buildings, pottery, all kinds of stuff.
I didn't know. I thought the big thing about Islam was that like there wasn't supposed to be any
images and stuff, right? Yeah. That's what they proclaim. But when you go into the history of Islam, bro, you find a bunch of idolatry or
I didn't even know that.
Hypocrisy. Yeah.
Well, I don't like to refer to it as idolatry. I just don't. I feel like when you give like a powerful figure, like you give them features, the people are gonna like associate those features. So, like for example, how people like assume that Jesus was white for a point in time. Like, I feel like it would have like negatively affected like society as a whole, with people like assuming that that's better or something. That was my main. That's what drew me to Islam. The fact that I used to think. I thought that there was no image, like there was no like displaying God or something.
Yeah. Well, but again, that would still go back to
the people,
the people, because the Bible doesn't talk about anything about images of Jesus or what he looked like or anything like that, or his skin color doesn't say anything like that. So
yeah, and I know it spoke about his hair texture. I remember I read something with that, but I've never seen it talk about how he looked.
Yeah. So if we're sticking with what Jesus taught, right? What the Gospels teach, what the Bible teaches itself, aside from man's dealings, what do you think about just Jesus?
I can't. I don't really know if I can answer. I don't know enough. I don't feel like I know enough. But from what I know, I like his story, and he, as I said, I don't believe in war and stuff. I believe that we should get to a point that war is gone. And I like that how peaceful he was in his life. I know there's a story where they tried to set Jesus Christ up, I believe, where two different factions were basically at odds, and they tried to make it in a way that there was no like middle grounds. And you can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that Jesus Christ would have found a middle ground. If I'm wrong, do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, are you talking? So you said something about him being set up. Yeah, he was set up by Judas.
No, that. So two factions. It would have been during his life. Two different factions were at odds, right? And they basically tried. There wasn't a way to find peace between them, and Jesus Christ somehow did. I remember I read that. I read that. I learned that in Bible studies.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Two factions that Jesus brought peace with. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that, brother.
Okay, yeah, cool. But yeah, I like that he's peaceful, and I've always liked that about him.
So, what do you think? So you said you haven't really read the Gospels before?
Pharisees and Sadducees. Someone said it in chat.
Okay. Yeah, they still had beef with each other even after. because they just
Alright.
they had different beliefs, but some of them even came together to come against Jesus. But my question to you is about, so you haven't read the gospel per se.
No, I've only learned about stuff from Bible studies.
Okay. So you know the story of him dying on the cross for our sins
Yeah, I
and
know
stuff
that.
like that.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right. Okay. And what are your thoughts on that? Is there basically, my question would be, what would keep you from accepting Jesus as your Lord and following Jesus?
No, nothing actually. I just I just don't have enough knowledge, and well,
Awesome.
I was following the path of Islam, and it kind of like I didn't really look too deep into Jesus Christ because of that. But now that I've seen what you showed me, I definitely will start reading the Bible.
Yeah, good. Do you have a Bible with you, or you be using the internet?
I can get one, but I'll use the internet until I get one.
Good. Okay, good. All right. I want to share a few things with you, bro, and just give you something to think about. And hopefully, man, we can talk again soon, because you're on a journey, an interesting one. And I love meeting people who are on this journey, in this path, and seeing their testimonies after. We've been having a lot of people realize the truth this year, and it's been amazing how God is moving in people's lives. So, but I just want to share with you a few things, man, and leave you with this, okay? And then you can go and read the gospel and tell me what
Yeah.
you think. All right. So, do you have a second device with you, a computer or anything?
Sorry, my grandmother came into the room. Yeah, I've got my PC.
Got your PC? All right. Yeah. Get on the computer for me. Help me out. I've been doing all this work.
Okay, I've got it up.
All right. So do me a favor now. Go to Isaiah 53. In the Bible. Go to BibleGateway.com and then go to Isaiah. Yeah.
All right. Okay, I found on Isaiah 53. Is that right?
Yep.
How do you spell
Isaiah.
ISA?
ISAIAH.
Yeah. I don't know how to. Sorry, I'm not like I don't know how to like traverse it. I'm seeing Isaiah 1,
I know, yeah. It's just
and I'm seeing 55 Bible results.
yeah, no. So in the search bar. So are you on BibleGateway.com?
Yeah.
Okay. So in the search bar, put Isaiah and then just put 53. Put Isaiah space 53 in the search bar.
Okay.
And then push enter.
Who has believed our message, and to whom has the arm of the Lord been revealed? He grew up before him like a tender shoot, and like a root of a dry ground. He had no beauty or majesty to attract us to him, nothing in his appearance that we would desire him. He was despised and rejected by mankind, a man of suffering and familiar with pain, like one from whom people hide their faces. He was despised, and we held him in low esteem. Surely he took our pain and bore our suffering, yet we considered him punished by God, stricken by him, and afflicted. But he was pierced for our transgressions, he was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was on him, and by his wounds we are healed. We all, like sheep, have gone astray. Each of us has turned our own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all.
Pause there. Pause there.
Yeah.
If you had to guess, who does that sound like to you?
What do you mean?
When you're reading that, because it's talking about somebody, who does it sound like it's talking about?
A regular person? Well, I assume they're talking about Christ.
Absolutely. Now, this is the book of Isaiah. The prophet Isaiah lived 700 years before Jesus was born. This is before the crucifixion of Jesus. And you see how it's talking about exactly what happens to Jesus?
Oh, that's wait, this was written before.
Yes, this is the Old Testament, brother.
Oh right, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Old Testament. This is why I wasn't going to tell you anything about it first. I just wanted you to go and read it, but then tell you what exactly you're reading. So, Prophet Isaiah, he's an Old Testament prophet who's writing this 700 years before Jesus is even born on earth.
I see there's people in the like chat there. They're like arguing and stuff. I don't know if they. I actually want to see someone like try to defend what you told me. Like I'm genuinely curious to see someone like actually do it. Like genuinely try. I don't know if you want to bring them up and see.
Oh, well, of course, I could do that in a second, but I just want to solidify this, and then we can bring up an
Oh
option.
yeah, 100%.
So I just want solidifying this. I wanted to show you how we have even the gospel, Jesus' story, him dying on the cross, him taking on our sins, bearing our griefs, our sorrows, right? We have that in the Old Testament, telling us this is going to happen before it even happens.
Yeah.
This right here, bro, this and a few others. I'm going to show you another one. I'm going to show you one more, and then we can bring up an op. This stuff is what blew my mind when it came to the Bible.
Yeah, this blew my mind right now.
Yes. So right here, man, Isaiah 53. It's only 12 verses. So in your own time, bro. Like when you get some time, when we get done talking, go ahead and read the whole thing. It's only 12 verses. Like we're already in verse. We just finished verse 6. So you got 6 more verses to go, and you'll see how it details what happens to Jesus. Now here's another one. Go to Psalm 22. So just put in Psalm space 22.
Okay.
Now read verse 1.
My God, why have you forsaken me? Why are you so far from saving me?
All right, pause there. Yep, pause there.
Yeah.
Pause there. So well, you haven't read it before, but does that sound familiar at all? My God, why have you forsaken me?
No.
Okay. Do me this favor, and then we're going to go back. Maybe open up a different tab or and go to Bible Gateway again.
Yeah.
Now this time put in Matthew.
I'm trying to do. Okay, yeah. Matthew.
Chapter 27.
Okay, Matthew 27.
Mm-hmm. And you're gonna put in verse 46.
All right.
So yeah, semicolon 46, or just scroll down to 46.
Yeah.
So what does it say?
About 3 in the afternoon. Oh, I just saw it. Jesus Christ cried out in a loud voice. Means, my God, why have you forsaken me?
So Jesus is on the cross, and he's quoting Psalm 22, verse 1. Okay. Now here's why this is important. Because when we continue to read Psalm 22, we see it is describing exactly what is happening to Jesus right now. So let's go back to Psalm 22.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So we just read verse 1. My God, why have you forsaken me? Now let's see what else they say, man. What else he talking about in here? Go ahead and keep reading.
All right. My God, I cry out by day, but you do not answer. By night, but I find no rest. Yet you are enthroned as the Holy One. You are the one Israel praises. In you our ancestors put their trust. They trusted and you delivered them. To you they cried out and were saved. In you they trusted and were not put to shame.
Mm-hmm.
But I am a worm and not a man, scorned by everyone, despised by the people. All who see me mock me. They hurl insults, shaking their heads. We trust in the Lord, they say. Let the Lord rescue him. Let him deliver him, since he delights in him.
This is almost verbatim what they were saying to Jesus on the cross.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost verbatim. Now, go ahead and skip down. Let's skip down to verse 14. Watch this. We're going to read verse 14 to 16. Watch.
Okay. I am poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint. My heart has turned to wax; it has melted within me. My mouth is dried up like a potsherd. What's a potsherd?
I don't know.
My tongue sticks to the roof of my mouth. You lay me in the dust of death. Dogs surround me. A pack of villains encircles me. They pierce my hands and my feet. All right. Isn't that exactly how he got crucified?
That's exactly how he got crucified.
Yeah.
They pierced my hands and my feet. So not only is it describing the crucifixion here, now remember, this is Psalms. So this is a psalm of David. David is writing this. David lived 1,000 years before Jesus.
Was he also like a prophet?
Yes, he sure was.
Okay.
Prophet David. So 1,000 years before Jesus is born, David is writing this. He's prophesying this. All right. But not only that, crucifixion wasn't even invented yet. Crucifixion wasn't invented until about, I want to say maybe, I don't know exactly, so don't quote me on this, but it was like maybe 300 years after David, maybe 200, 3 years, 100 years, one of those. But a few hundred years before crucifixion is even invented, David is here describing a crucifixion, an execution by hands and feet being pierced.
And the wood isn't even created.
Exactly.
Like, as you said.
This wasn't even invented yet.
Wait, was there a crucifixion before that, or was it like?
No.
Did that never happen?
Nope.
All right,
nope. There's no crucifixions before this. So you have Psalm 22, where Jesus is on the cross, says, my God, why have you forsaken me? How long are you from saving me? That same thing that we see in verse 1 of Psalm 22. We see how the people surround him, are mocking him on the cross. Let him come down. Let the Lord save him. He delights in the Lord. Let him save him. That's exactly what they're saying on the cross. He's the Son of God. Let him come down. He saved others. Let him save himself. Saying the same thing. And then is verse 16, they have pierced my hands and my feet. Now, let's read to verse 18, 17 and 18. This will be it.
In Psalm 22?
Yep.
All right. All my bones are on display. People stare and gloat over me. I know that happened. I remember my teacher taught me that.
Mm-hmm.
They divide my clothes among them and cast lots for my garments. I remember that also happened.
Yes.
When they ripped his they ripped the clothes he had off of him.
Yes, exactly. That's John chapter 19. John chapter 19, verse 24. So it says, but the tunic was seamless, woven one piece from top to bottom. So they said to one another, let us not tear it, but cast lots for it to see whose it shall be. And then it says, this was to fulfill the scripture which says, they divided my garments among them, and for my clothing they cast lots. So the soldiers did these things. These are just, so this is Psalm 22, Adrian, Isaiah 53, all before 1,000 years and 700 years before Jesus is born. We have the crucifixion of Jesus, the crucifixion of the Messiah, him dying for our sins, already foretold by the prophets.
Actually, you know what else is something that has also attracted me to Christianity before?
Yeah.
I was doing research on history, and I saw that there's genuine proof that a man named Jesus Christ of Nazareth there's genuine proof that he was alive. Because I remember I read there was a letter to a king where his name was mentioned in history, and that was around the same time that the Bible says he was born.
Well, yeah, not only that, bro, but you have more people writing about Jesus than they write about like Caesar or Alexander the Great, we have more attestation for Jesus than we have of any of these great historical figures. So like even like atheists like Bart Ehrman laughs at atheists who say Jesus never existed. He said that this is a joke. It's laughable. He says the crucifixion of Jesus under Pontius Pilate is the most certain fact of history. This is an atheist, by the way. He doesn't believe Jesus in miracles. He don't believe in none of that. But when it comes to just history, he says Jesus of Nazareth being crucified under Pontius Pilate is the most certain fact of history. So, yeah, it's silly to say Jesus didn't exist. There's so many people that wrote about him. So much testimony to his
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Mhm.
Is okay. Well, I know that people ask this to be offensive, but I'm genuinely curious. Wait, do you believe that Jesus is God, or do you believe that he's a son of God?
Well, yeah. So to
Or is
be,
it like the same thing?
yeah, it's the same thing. Being the son of God means that Jesus is God, like with the Father, meaning he and the Father share the same essence. They are of the same
Okay.
being.
I feel you. I get you.
Yeah. So yeah, we definitely would believe that he's
Okay.
God who decided to come down and walk amongst us in the flesh to give his life according to the flesh, because he couldn't, if he didn't take on human form, he couldn't die. Obviously, divine nature can't die, but he takes on a human nature. According to his humanity, he can experience death on the cross for our behalves. He didn't have to do it. It's not something that he needed to do, but we needed him to do it, and he did it for us.
So Jesus was God, but in human form.
Yes.
Okay, I feel you. I get you.
Yep. And that's what it is, man. That's what the Bible teaches. That's what in our, hopefully, like I said, I talk to you some more. I can show you that as well. I'll show you that it's in the Old Testament that God will come and be born as a human boy and walks amongst us and teach the people, that he will visit his people and stuff like that, human flesh.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what we do here. But all right, now let's see if, because you said that you want to see a Muslim successfully defend Islam.
Not even successful. I just want to see them defend the point, because I don't know if it. I don't see a way that, because you say that people defend it, and I don't see a way to, like, I don't understand how they would.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a difference between responding and then actually successfully defending something. But yeah, they try. All right. So if you're a Muslim, come up and defend child marriage in Islam. If you're a Muslim, let's see. So there's somebody with a black flag. The Quran allows child marriage. Our friend here wants to see if how a Muslim defends that. Hello. How you doing?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm pretty good, man. Thank you. Thanks for joining. So we were talking about how the Quran. Are you a Muslim, by the way? First of all, let me just make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So we were talking about how in the Quran allows for child marriage and relations.
Mm.
What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I saw that. I saw a video the other day. I'm not sure if it's right. Let me just check. So Aisha is lost hair at 9. So you think, that's normal if she lost hair?
Maybe she was sick or something.
Well, okay. It usually happens after puberty, though.
It's not true.
Okay. Wait. I'm finding out.
Anybody can lose hair at 9.
But so I guess so. You're trying to argue that Aisha was mature when Muhammad slept with her. Is that what you're trying to argue?
Well, yeah. Open.
No, it's okay. You don't have to keep going back. I'm gonna grant it to you. I can't hear you when you're paused, bro. Just to let you know.
Yeah. I just want to show you this real quick.
What do you want to show me? That she lost hair?
No, that like she was like mature,
Okay.
and she asked her parents and everything.
Okay. She was mature at 9. Nice.
Okay, so Sahih al-Bukhari 476.
Okay. Sahih Bukhari 476.
Mm-hmm.
476.
I think. Oh, wait, let me check.
All right. Sahih Bukhari 476. Oh, dang, I just lost it. Sahih Bukhari 476.
You found it?
Yeah. It says, I had seen my parents following Islam since I attained the age of puberty. This is a mistranslation. I knew he was going to bring up this hadith. The word puberty is not there in the Arabic.
It's not?
No, sir. Matter of fact, let me see. Do we have, guys, is Paul available, or Jai or Abu Amir? Any of my Arabic speaker brothers that can show him this? There's literally whole videos on this, bro, of how they they mistranslated this word. It has nothing to do with puberty but breathing.
All right.
Hold on, let me.
Can you check? Actually, wait, no. Let me find something real quick. Just give me 1 second, all right?
All right. Yeah, a lot of people.
Was she saying that since she got her period, even though she was 9 years old, it was all right? Is that what he's trying to say, though?
That's what he's trying to say.
No. I'm not trying to say that.
But I'm confused, man. I don't understand.
I'm just saying, like obviously 1400 years ago, it was normal. I'm not saying it is now. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying that.
But just because it's normal, does it make it okay?
Well, it's not okay now at this time. No.
No, that's not what I'm asking, because we're not talking about cultural relativism, meaning certain it's right and wrong is dependent on the culture. That's not what we're talking about, because I mean, you don't believe that either. You don't believe that culture determines morality, right? You don't believe that.
Yeah.
Okay. So a culture can be doing something. It could be normal in their culture, but it can still be wrong, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what we're asking you. Let's even grant, I don't believe this, but let's even grant that it was normal for, in this culture, in this time, in Arabia, for men to be getting with little girls. Does that make it okay?
Well, no, it doesn't.
All right.
And
So
should a prophet be doing it? That's my main thing. Okay, if you're saying it was normal, I still don't see why a prophet should be doing those things, that action.
Because you see, now there's all these like rules, obviously, right? So now you think like that's not okay, but like I've seen so many other people that like have done similar things at that time, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, like, okay, this is my perspective, right? Before, I don't know if you saw. Basically, I was on a path to becoming a Muslim, and he showed me this, right? But and he was showing me. I was kind of shocked, and what I asked him is that I wanted to see someone defend it, and if you're defending the fact that it was normal at the time, but I mean, Muhammad he's claimed to be a prophet. A prophet shouldn't be doing that action, because I've never seen another prophet and even in the Quran or even in the Bible, I don't think there's another prophet that did that.
nobody, there's never a prophet that did this ever.
Yeah. All right. So, but I want to ask something about the Old Testament. Is that okay?
What is this? Why are we changing?
No. I just want you to check a verse.
Yeah,
It's
but
like the same
Yeah, but
situation.
he asked you to defend this in Islam. Going to the Old Testament does not help you.
Yeah, I know. But I just want you to see something real quick.
Okay, when we can see something really quick when we finish you defending this in Islam.
Okay. But like now, I'm not saying it's normal, but back then it was normal. Like
So
even
who cares? Oh, we already got past that, brother. We already got past.
Yeah.
Even if it was normal, it was still wrong, right?
And around the I think 1700.
You're not answering the question. Even if it was normal, it was still wrong, correct?
Yeah.
So then Muhammad did something wrong here by getting with Aisha even at this young age, right? Even if she hit puberty.
But yeah, you're right.
So Muhammad
now
so Muhammad was wrong.
No. Listen, like I'm not saying it's normal now. I said that multiple times.
Nobody's talking about normality. We're not talking about what is normal and what isn't because that's completely irrelevant. So please don't say that again. We already acknowledged that the action of a grown man getting with a little girl is not okay in any way, shape, or form, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So Muhammad did that. He got with Aisha when she was 9. Let's even say, even if she hit puberty, was that okay? What he did?
I can't say if it's okay or not because it was 1400 years ago.
Okay. So I
can't judge that now.
You see that, Adrian?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's not. You, I mean, you at some point you have to accept that it's not okay.
Yeah, now, I'm not saying it's okay. I said that.
So wait, is it okay or not? That's what we want to know.
It's not okay. Now it's not okay.
So back then it was okay.
Well, yeah, even if you go back to the 1700s, 1800s.
That doesn't help you. The 1700s, they're not the 1700s. Those are kafirs, are they not? Those are kuffar. Are they the prophet of Islam, or is that kuffar that you're referring to?
I'm talking about I'm talking about the age of consent in the U.S.
Who cares? Who cares? That the U.S. is full of kuffar, right? Are they under Sharia?
Yeah. I'm just explaining to you.
So why would you point to kuffar, disbelievers, as an example to back up Muhammad?
I'm not. It's not an example. I'm just trying to show you that some people also did that.
So then they also.
Wait. God, can I ask him a question? Okay, Justice, do you think it's just maybe the grammar is the problem? Do you think it's justifiable what he did?
It's just what?
Do you think it's justifiable? Like you can justify it?
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, is there any justifications to what he did?
Was it right? Was it right what he did?
Like, okay, using the term right,
no, I'm
using the time okay. I mean, I can see where you're saying okay, it's not okay now, but back then, but can you justify his action?
Hey, look, somebody in the comment section, a Muslim in the comment section said, "Prove it's wrong." The Muslim in the comment section said, "Prove that it's wrong." This is Islam, guys. I love it. This is Islam. Prove that it's wrong.
I mean, I told you that she lost hair at what, that age? Dude, even though they usually lose hair older than that?
Dude, let's grant you that she hit puberty at 9. Let's grant it. Even though it's false, let's grant it that she hit puberty at 9. Is that okay?
I showed you a verse.
But bro, is it okay for a 50-year-old man to marry and sleep with a 9-year-old, even if she hit puberty? Is that okay?
Edit it. You can even further edit it. Is it okay for a prophet to sleep, a 53-year-old prophet to sleep with a 9-year-old girl?
Well, no, it isn't. But I can't judge it because like I'm not at that time anymore. You know what I'm saying?
You just judged.
Like it was 1400 years ago. I'm just saying like
You
I
just
can't
judged it.
say if it's right or wrong because it was 1400 years ago.
Do you believe?
I can't,
Do you
like,
believe?
explain it.
Do you believe that the slavery of Africans by the Europeans and others was wrong?
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
but
that happened hundreds of years ago.
yeah.
How could you judge what happened hundreds of years ago?
You're right. You're right.
So it's the same thing.
Uh,
You are able to objectively say what happened hundreds of years ago was wrong. So it's no difference. You can say what happened 1400 years ago was wrong.
yeah.
So Muhammad was wrong for what he did, right? It's okay to say it.
I'm not like. You're right. You're right about the point. That was a real good point.
Thank you.
Yeah, but like, I don't know how to explain to you. I don't really speak like English that well.
Dude, you've been doing
so-
a great job with your English, man. You've been doing good.
I think.
Muhammad
like,
was
I'm
wrong,
just
right?
saying that. Yeah. It was wrong.
No,
It was wrong. 1400 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I can't say because I know about the point. But like, how do we know that other people didn't do that as well?
Okay,
Yeah, but he's a prophet, man. That's the thing. He's a prophet.
He's a human still.
Is Muhammad the best example for mankind?
I mean, I never said that, but
Okay.
you
Your
know,
Quran says that he's a good example for mankind. It says he's a good
Yeah.
example for people to follow. So if he's a good example, it doesn't matter what other people do because Muhammad is supposed to be the example you follow, right?
yeah.
So who cares what other people did? Muhammad is supposed to be above the standard. Muhammad himself did this. Let's say we already told you, let's grant you that this was something that other people were doing. That doesn't make it okay, right?
Yeah, but how can you say it's not okay by like judging it before, like
Okay,
because it happened
It's-
before, you're judging it now.
Same
Because
way.
now
the
all
same
the
way.
rules
Let me answer you.
are saying it's wrong, right?
Let me answer you.
So now you're agreeing with it.
Let me answer you. The same way that you just judged hundreds of years
Yeah.
ago that the enslavement of Africans is wrong, you made that judgment, even though that's
Yeah.
hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
You can make a judgment on an action, no matter what time it's in, because morality is not subjective. Morality is not based on time. Morality is not
Yeah.
based on people's opinion. Morality is not based on cultural behavior. Morality is based in God's character. It's above us. So there are moral absolutes. So that's why we can look and say, let's say somebody back in, let's say 5000 BC, before Christ. Let's say someone 5000 BC raped a child. We can, in 2024, say that dude was evil, was wrong for what he did.
Yeah.
Because morality is objective. It's not based on our own opinions or culture or time. So same way, when we see that a 50-year-old sleeps with a 9-year-old girl, puberty or not, we can see that is wrong. Objectively, we know that that's wrong.
Yeah. Okay. So if it's wrong, I mean, you're right. Like right now, it's wrong. But
Why do you keep saying right now? No, stop.
Why did her parents feel that was right?
No, they didn't. Abu Bakr slightly gave an objection. When Muhammad said that he wanted to marry Aisha, Abu Bakr said, but we're brothers. So he gave a slight objection, not a strong one, but a slight hesitation. But we're brothers. But then Muhammad says, well, we're just brothers in the faith. That's all.
All right. You made a good point, bro. It's like 2 a.m. here in my country.
It's okay.
But I just want to ask a question. You got me on that point. All right. But I just want to ask a question real quick. If that's okay.
Sure, that's fine. You were honest enough. You've earned it.
Yeah. So, according to your beliefs, Jesus is in like a Trinity, right?
Yes, he's the second person of the Trinity.
Okay. So, doesn't that make him the author of the Old Testament too?
Yes. So just go ahead and bring up the Old Testament passage so that I can show you where you're wrong at.
Yeah. I want you to check Numbers
31.
15 through 18.
Yeah, where in Numbers 31 does it say that to sleep with or marry or do anything sexual with those girls that are
I
kept
just want
alive?
you to read it. Read it.
Well, no, because we already know your argument. Your argument is that when God's judgment comes upon the nation, and He says to only keep the girls who have not known a man alive, and keep them alive for yourselves. Your argument, we've been here, done that. Your argument is, see, even your Old Testament, God is allowing sex with minors. Where does the verse say that?
Well, it's saying like keep the young ones who
Who have
yourself.
not known a man for yourselves.
But that's still the same meaning, though.
What meaning? No. The meaning is that they're allowed to live within Israel and grow up as fellow Israelites now. They're ingratiated into the culture, into the nation. It doesn't mean that they're sleeping with them.
All right, man. All right, man. I gotta go. It's very late, but you're very respectful. Big fan.
You too, man. Come back.
Right.
Come back next time when it's a little earlier for you, man, so we can talk some more.
Yeah. I will. I actually will.
All right, peace.
All right, peace. Okay.
Well, he was definitely a better guest than I thought, Adrian. As far as like, I didn't think he would be that. He was able to follow the points. So usually it's not like that. Usually they fight tooth and nail, without like saying, okay, yeah, that's a good point. We usually don't get people like that. It's rare, but he's a good guy.
Yeah.
But that's it for today, man. I think you've seen enough, right?
yeah, more than.
But yeah, pick up the Bible, bro. So when you're reading the Bible, man, start in the book of Matthew. That's the Gospel of Matthew, New Testament. That's the first book of the New Testament. Start there. Read about the teachings of Jesus, his how he carried himself, what he taught, the truths that he brought, and also keep in mind what we showed you today, how his crucifixion and him dying for our sins was already foretold 1,000 years before.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. Of course. You take care of yourself, man. God bless you, bro.